Hello, everybody. Happy Monday morning. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Bachelorette returns tonight. We'll have live streams 1 hour before the East Coast taping, 7 p.m. East Coast, 4 p.m. Pacific, and directly after tonight's episode, 10 p.m. East Coast. Go check that out. Private live streams this morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time on patreon.com/Dave Neal. Kaitlyn Bristowe, responding to negative comments, says some of y'all are nasty, and then she gives a little statement about her wedding not being on hold. So we're going to get into this story. I love a good Kaitlyn Bristowe clapback, and to be quite honest, nobody sits atop the mountain of Bachelor Nation like Kaitlyn Bristowe. She is alone. She is top dog number one, entrepreneur, media mogul, and clapback extraordinaire. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's got it all. She's no one has leveraged their time on Bachelor more than her. I love her free thinking and her ability to tell it as it is. So I made this video on Saturday. Wedding planning on hold? ? Now, I understand. This is about as clickbaity as I'm going to get. Because the truth is, the wedding planning is not necessarily on hold. They're just not able to find the perfect venue, and they've got that resistance, that perfectionism that happens when you're trying to plan what's supposed to be the best day of your life. I get it. Trust me. I get it. So she responds, I'm assuming not to my story, because I think if you watch my video, you get the answer to the question in the title. The problem we have with the world as it exists, maybe I'm feeding into that problem, is that we get all of our information from headlines and subheadlines, and most people don't do the work to actually read an article to its extent. We'll get into that as well here. So Kaitlyn on her Instagram story says, "Who do y'all think I'm listening to in my ear holes? My hope would be me, Dave Neal. Are you listening to me?" But the answer is probably not. But hey, who knows? Maybe. So she posts a couple things here. What's this? Can you link all the deets on your big? So she does a little bit of the influencer thing, as you do.
I really didn't think anyone was going to guess that. And that is the truth.
What?
I put a picture of me with headphones in, and I said, "What do you think I'm listening to?" And somebody said the person's conversation next to you, earbuds battery died. Now, I wasn't just trying to listen to their conversation, but I did have them in, the batteries were dead, and I was just trying to avoid conversation with my neighbor. So that
this will happen. My fiance and I will be like at lunch or something, and you know when you've been in a relationship for as long as we've been in, there's no new stories to tell. It's like, did you ever tell about the time? Yeah, you did. So sometimes I'll look at Tasha and I'll just see her eyes go dead, and there'll be a conversation happening next to us, and I'll be like, "Are you listening to the conversation next to us?" And she'll be like, "Yeah." So she'll be looking at me, but she'll just be, her ears will be like, "That's the interesting thing. So, Trisha just got dumped by Steven, whatever, brunch conversations are the best conversations. It's like some lady, her hair is kind of all done up like she kind of passed out on a sticky fraternity floor. And you're like, I want to know what stories she has. So anyway, that's a good little side piece there.
That's good guess.
Tell me you're in Rochester without telling me you're in Rochester. And then here's the one that responds to the rumors that the wedding is postponed. Just so everyone knows, we didn't postpone our wedding. We have never had a date. We wanted New Year's Eve, and the venue we both loved told us it was available, and then 2 days later told us they weren't. That's all. It's not too late to get a New Year's Eve wedding. I say keep pursuing venues. She's got the pull. She's got the influencer capabilities to get last minute deals. Wishing you all the best, Kaitlyn. All right, so that's where she is there. Now here, we've got an article that was clipped up by Bachelorette Windmill. Now I gotta say, whenever there's an article that asks an opinionated question like this, it's asking for a pile-on. Bachelorette Windmill says, "Would you want to see Kaitlyn as host?" And then Kaitlyn responds saying how nasty some people are. So here's the clip. Now there's 3 slides, but if people just read the first slide, maybe they would think that it's a very presumptuous take. Kaitlyn Bristowe says what she'd do differently if she was hosting this season. "I would have tried to adjust Rachel's crown and remind her she's a goddess." Yeah, brilliant. Women elevating women. Try to help Rachel understand she's got this. Don't take the negativity, X, Y, and Z. To be quite honest, the Bachelor producers probably get more drama out of Rachel by not elevating her, which, of course, if we're going to get mad at anybody, get mad at the system, get mad at the producers for putting everyone in that position. Maybe they saw Kaitlyn Bristowe do too good of a job with Katie Thurston in calming her nerves down. And I mean, don't get me wrong, sure, this is kind of getting X-Files. Maybe Kaitlyn's too good at the job. Maybe Kaitlyn does too good of a job with the therapy, and they don't. I mean, hey, that's a decent take. All right, let's continue this article here. I think Jesse is incredible. I love him as a human being. I love him as a host. He is doing the perfect amount of appearing in there. It's hard. He has been in the position of being the Bachelor, so he gets it. But we got that little taste of a woman understanding another woman's insecurities and being able to validate them. Kaitlyn, who co-hosted season 17 and 18, said, I think I just would have tried to adjust Rachel's crown a little more and been like, you are a goddess, and these men are here for you. And even if there was just one Bachelorette, the guys don't have a choice. It's confusing to these guys that meant to not think about this other woman. You find out who really is there for you. It's a little bit of a blessing, so hang on to those ones and show those ones all the love and respect that are there for you. But I still think Jesse walked in and did a great job at being like, you can't be a perfect Bachelorette. And he's so right. But I don't think if I would have done anything differently. I don't know if I would have done anything differently. I do love that they have each other because they have such a beautiful friendship. All right, guys. If you ask me, that's a great take that Kaitlyn Bristowe has. So here's Kaitlyn's response to some of the negative comments. I tell you what, let's read some of the negative comments first. Jesse has surprised me as a host. He has more personality and compassion than I expected. I also think Kaitlyn should come back to host a Bachelorette. Jesse can host Bachelor. All right, that's not a negative comment. But someone said she wasn't a natural host. I need for her to stop inserting herself. It's just too much now. She did her time and it was fine, but I was ready to move on from her as host. I don't know, Steph. I think whenever people say this about Katie Thurston, they're like, she needs to stop. Her time's over. It's like, listen, no, these people exist in their world, and if news organizations and journalists and YouTubers want to cover it, it's because they still draw an audience. If Kaitlyn Bristowe's opinion didn't matter, we wouldn't be talking about it. So then someone responded. She was asked on a podcast what she would have done differently, and she answered. She knows Jesse's a permanent host forever. It's not her fault articles being written about it every single time she answers a question. So Steph said, could have just said he did a great job and left it at that. She definitely wants to try to be host again. Don't blame her, but she did insert herself into it. If she keeps answering, people will keep asking. I think that's a very low IQ take. Low IQ. That take is just so low IQ. Because it's like, did this person read the full thing? Probably not. Hannah Kay said she was specifically asked what she would have done differently. If you listen to the whole podcast, she says he did a great job. So the whole thing where, people aren't listening, we're not doing our research. Here's what I wish would happen. I wish, and I understand this is impossible to do because we cut up media, we post it in different infographics, and we recap things not to their fullest extent. I wish, on my channel, I could at least know when someone left a comment, how far into. It's he's like, Jill left a comment 1 minute into the video. And it's like, all right, thanks, Jill. There's 19 minutes left. So I appreciate the comment for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the like button. But at the same time, how guilty are all of us of inserting our opinion before we even know what we're talking about? Here's what Kaitlyn had to say. Some of y'all are nasty. Nasty girl. I'm here to say I like Jesse as the host. He's incredible. I have an opinion on every season. I'm not inserting myself. I'm being asked by media and things are being picked up because I had 2 Bachelorettes on my season. I love Gabby and Rachel and Jesse. Everyone is killing it, and I will continue to use my own platforms to have my own opinion. Damn, girl, get it. You tell them what's up. If you don't live in the United States of America, you get your opinion. I know you're Canadian, but down here, you get to keep on sharing your opinion. She says, thanks for those who have kind words. I truly hope everyone has a great day. Yeah, I'm not saying Kaitlyn's misunderstood because I think for the most part, people really enjoy Kaitlyn's opinion. But I will say, I think we just live in this world where people are quick to condemn and cast and make judgments based on sound bites and quotes and All we're going to keep doing is make the video as long as it needs to be to get all the information out there. That's all we're going to keep doing. So if some people don't like my long-winded takes on things, go on TikTok, go on Instagram Reel. If you can get all the information you need from 30-second videos, by all means do that. We're going to be over here hanging out with my ladies out there who are breastfeeding and cleaning the kitchen and dodging your boss at work and all the different things that are going on. I see you all out there. I see all your comments. Everyone loves to tell me, what are you doing today while you're watching my videos? I'd love to know where you're at, what you're doing. Okay. So I got to tell you this. I'm putting it on the end of the video because I already featured it in my last one. Big shout out to everyone who's donated to the teachers Amazon wish list. We're going to specific teachers and we are giving them supplies they need for their classroom. And today and every day this week, the next 5 days, we have 5 different teachers we are featuring. Today's teacher is Miss Ashley. She wrote into us. She's a teacher for an 8th grade low-income district, and this is her Amazon wish list. She's got an electric pencil sharpener, which is nice if you're a baller out there and you want to get her electric. I had one of those pencil sharpeners you had to wind up yourself, but it was always too close to the wall, so my knuckles were just punching the wall as I was trying to do math. She's got some posters, algebra solving. Oh boy, I'm getting really triggered. Algebra? We're really going into Pythagorean theorem. All right, a squared plus b squared equals, hit the like button an odd number of times. Let's do prime numbers, baby. Hit the like button 11 times. Okay, so there it is. Different posters, motivational quotes, just keep swimming. Look, if you needed this in your classroom and you didn't have it, let's help a teacher out. All the different supplies. I mean, literally, she's got supplies that start at $1. So if you just want to donate $1, you buy it on Amazon and it goes straight to them. You don't have to deal with anything. You feel like you did something good. I'll also post a link at the end of this video if you want to check out my beach day that I had. There it is. I did a beach day blog with, we took the Basset Hound to the beach. Look at all these different Basset Hounds. Aren't they adorable? There's ours. Old Booney. Old man Booney over there. And then we did some wedding planning updates. So if you want to check out the wedding planning updates, that's all on Dave Neal Vlogs. I will be live on Patreon this morning at 10 a.m., maybe 10:30. You can get the notifications and all that. And also, I'll be posting this. Hold on one second. I will be posting this stand-up clip from yesterday on the Patreon as well.
Lady, she said, I'm not getting into that vehicle. I charged them the $5 late fee. I'm marrying this lady. You got to fight fair. That's our time. Thank you guys so much.
All right, so you can go check that out. That'll be on Patreon. If you like swearing, it's a rated R set. It's a quick one, just a 5-minute set last night. I had a couple different shows this weekend. Thanks to everyone who came out. All right, that's going to be it for this video. I just appreciate Kaitlyn telling us how it is. All right, folks, we'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Bye.